Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark from the United States.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Mark from the States. How are we doing today? I'm doing fantastic. I hope you are as well. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. You know that I do. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Today we're going to look at the opening of Parliament. It's not the opening of Parliament. It's not the actual thing. We're going to do that next week. It's a long video. I've actually watched it, but I'm going to go back and we're going to kind of dissect what I'm seeing here. That was a long video. It was like 2 hours or whatever, so I'm not going to obviously just watch the whole thing, but we'll go through and pick some things out and talk about it. But this is from the channel, the official channel of the royal family, called The Royal Family. So please go support them. They've, of course, given me their blessing, so I'm very grateful that they do. This is their video called What Happens at State Open. So it's a quick little tutorial, just a brief overview of what goes on. Now, I have a very good idea already because I've seen this the last time around. We watched videos of it. But a lot of things don't stick in my head, as you know. So I need a little refresher course. And I love their channel. But as always, per the agreement that I have with them, there is no comments, which is fine. It's just like a 2-minute video that I'm going to just sit and watch and get a better understanding, a little refresher before we really do a deep dive into the other videos of the actual event. So come with me, sit on this fake couch. Before we do, Saturday, going to Wrexham, and not going to Wrexham. That would be a long trip. I'm actually going to Santa Barbara to watch Wrexham play Bournemouth in a friendly, I guess is what you call them, up in the university up there. It's going to be fun. I'm going to take some video, and I'll be able to show it to you. Hopefully, Rob and Ryan, the owners, this Hollywood people, they'll show up. Maybe I can get video of them. I mean, we're real close to Hollywood, so maybe they can come up and check out their team play. So that'll be fun. My wife also, I think it was last night, bought tickets to go see Arsenal, who are playing down in LA here next month or something, also against Bournemouth. So, well, by the time I see that game, I'm going to already have seen Bournemouth more than, any team, which is something I never thought would happen. But there you have it. Of course, Arsenal being my son Cooper, his favorite team, so had to go do that. So that should be fun. A lot of soccer. And, yeah, a lot of cool things. So let's do it, shall we? What happens at state opening of Parliament? Let's do it. Oh, wow, they got a camera inside. Who are those guys up there? Who are these people up here? Snipers? Lookout security?
The king arrives through the sovereign's entrance and enters the robing room. The royal procession starts in the royal gallery. The king enters the House of Lords chamber and sits on the throne.
Oh, I remember seeing him come around and was wondering where the carriage took him.
My lords, pray be seated.
Now, those robes look heavy. They're obviously really long. They need about 30 people to carry it in there. They look very cumbersome and uncomfortable. maybe they're not, but they just, when you're walking in and you see them walk in and you're just like, dang, they look heavy, like, just weighing on you. And then you have to sit a certain way. They have to be draped. It just seems very uncomfortable. But tradition is tradition, right? So there you go.
Black Rod knocks on the door to the Commons chamber. Black Rod summons the House of Commons.
I love that tradition where she's banging on the door and they hold it shut. And of course, that goes back to way back the Civil War, the parliamentarians, right? Interesting history there. Don't know it well. I've gone over it a few times. It just doesn't totally stick, but it's just interesting. The tradition that they still do that, I think it's fascinating. The gentleman to the left here, or my left, to the right of Black Rod, she's the last few I've watched. She's been the one, so I don't know how they pick the person to do these. Each of the roles. He's the one that brings in that giant mace thing and sets it down, and then when they leave, he grabs it and takes it with him. He's been in all the videos that I've seen. She's been in all the videos. So I don't know how does one get into that position. That's something I'm curious about, but I just love this. This is great.
Mr. Speaker, the King commands this Honourable House to attend His Majesty immediately in the House of Peers.
MPs, Black Rod, and Commons officials make their way to the Lords.
Yeah, what would you call that? What is that called? And I know many of you have told me this before, probably the last time they opened up Parliament, and or the last time I watched a video of them doing that, but I always forget what it's actually. I called it a mace. I don't think that's what it's called, but some sort of. It's not a scepter. What would you call that? And I love how, and I think I'm going to mention. I think I'm going to mention this in the video that we're going to end up watching. But when they get up and all go, they all, of course, Lindsay Hoyle, the speaker, goes first, and then everybody follows him out. And it seems like everybody goes, but there are some people that stay behind. And I was actually, which I didn't really even notice it in the previous videos that I've seen, that there's not a ton of room in the House of Lords for them. They just go in and stand in there. You do see, of course, the speaker goes, and you see Keir Starmer go, the prime minister, and you see Rishi Sunak, and they're walking together, which, is crazy. I can't imagine that would happen in our politics. But they seem very friendly to one another, and but right now, the way our politics are going. But anyway, they go, of course, and everybody goes, but when they come back to the chamber, there's already people sitting here. Maybe they just left early. I don't know. It seemed like they didn't go. So it doesn't seem like everyone goes. So probably just the important people, I guess, or the people who have positions. But yeah, there they all go.
MPs and Commons officials stand in the Lords' chamber to listen to the King's speech.
And they call it the King's speech,
My lords
but right,
and
he's
members
not.
of the House of Commons.
This is
The
not
King
something he
leaves,
wrote.
a new session starts, and both houses start to debate the content of the speech.
So yeah, let me dart out. It's an interesting deal, for sure. I love the historical, significance of it, and the whole. The king comes down, reads his speech. Apparently, what I've been told, that's not his speech. So it's from the new government. So very, very interesting. Love all the history of that is and tradition that is involved in this. So yeah, very cool video. I appreciate the royal family for letting me watch, and hopefully you enjoyed that. So stick around for a more in-depth breakdown. I guess we're going to try later on next week, and stick around for videos from the game, Wrexham and Bournemouth up in Santa Barbara. And hope everybody is happy, healthy, and safe. And thanks so much for hanging out with me. Just a quick note, I'm purging older videos. So if you want to watch older videos, you need to go and watch them, because I'm gradually deleting them. Just cleaning up the video catalog. I had like 700 some odd videos. A lot of them was before I really knew YouTube and how it worked and getting permission, how it, a lot of people still don't do the permission thing, but I like to try to get the permission. So there's a lot of video. I got my second strike just the other day. And so I'm just trying to clean out stuff. And so, because they're just striking videos that are 2 to 3 years old, and videos I'd forgotten that I even did. So there's no point in having them on there anymore. This is, I want to just keep the videos of the people who have explicitly given me their blessing to do it and watch with all of you, my friends, our family. Our channel does not need to go away, but if it does, as you know, the contingency is Patreon. It is ready to go, as always, just ready to be activated in case the worst thing possible happens. And you all know this already. So, but we're gonna take care of that, and so it's not gonna happen. So anyway, have a great day. See you later. Bye.
Mark from the States, Mark from the States, it's Mark